The impact of semiconductors on our world is undeniable. We see and feel their influence everywhere. In our homes, our cities, our hospitals, on our roads, and in our hands. The safe, efficient, and ethical manufacture of chips, including the use of chemicals, is also in our hands. Today's and tomorrow's challenges are the collective responsibility of semiconductor manufacturers, chemical suppliers, equipment suppliers, industry associations, research institutions, and academia. Moving forward, while there is a need to develop more benign chemistries, this is a complex endeavor which requires innovation, invention, and time. The industry must continue to work in parallel to reduce the use and release of chemicals of concern. One of the greatest challenges is the use of chemicals, such as greenhouse gases and per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, also known as PFAS. PFAS are a chemical class representing thousands of different compounds that are used throughout many consumer goods and industries. Chip makers and their supply chain are focusing efforts to create, evaluate, and implement, where feasible, non-PFAS alternatives, optimize and minimize PFAS use in processes where PFAS are essential, and develop and validate controls to minimize environmental releases for uses where there are no known, viable alternatives.
As an industry, we have some consortia that we leverage. So we have the PFAS consortia, where everybody's coming together now. We're proactively looking for greener solutions and alternatives to stay ahead of that curve. And in the past, we replaced the longer chain PFAS type chemicals with the shorter chain for these exact reasons. So we just try to go greener and greener as much as you can to enable the technology.
The industry is pursuing several initiatives to stimulate innovation to these ends. One such example is the PFAX program, a collaborative effort of industrial, academic, and nonprofit entities.
PFAX is a project funded by the National Science Foundation Convergence Accelerator Program. It is focused on building a web service, a set of AI tools, and an engaged community to address the PFAS challenge, with one of our focal areas being the semiconductor industry. PFAS will serve as a resource of regulatory and property information on chemicals currently used in the semiconductor supply chain. It can identify the hazards associated with specific chemicals and which chemicals will be impacted by various regulations.
Companies throughout the semiconductor ecosystem are developing and applying machine learning technology to the process of alternative chemical discovery. Talented researchers are leveraging generative AI to model and run intensive simulations and then drive actual synthesis of molecules by autonomous robotic systems.
We need to incorporate safety and sustainability metrics at the very earliest stages of the design and discovery process, not as an afterthought. To achieve this, we are training advanced AI models to help design chemicals and materials that will meet both our performance criteria and sustainability endpoints.
A number of the challenges faced by the industry share the theme of sustainability and are itemized in the Semiconductor Research Corporation's Decadal Plan. The plan focuses on finding creative solutions and measuring impact. There is a virtuous cycle at work here. The industry's same spirit of innovation that has revolutionized the digital era is now driving innovations that will help safeguard the environment and the people in it.
In the semiconductor industry, we manufacture things atoms wide. The same incredibly smart people that are coming up with those innovations and the quality and safety to do that are committed to the safety of the overall operations, including gas and chemicals, bringing the same brain power and commitment.
Semiconductor manufacturing will continue to increase as the world seeks additional enabling technologies to realize benefit across more applications and industries.
But truly, our industry's greatest innovation isn't a product or technology. It's our ability to collaborate across competitive boundaries to solve grand challenges like sustainability, which is truly a collective responsibility of all. And together, we can drive meaningful change that extends well beyond our individual organizations.
The story of the semiconductor is a triumph of human ingenuity, but it is only the beginning. What lies ahead will be nothing short of amazing.